to get real.
Hi guys, welcome to Get Real, hosted by me, Peniel.
Me, BM.
And me, Ashley.
All right, yes, where we get honest about all the ups and downs of young adulthood, but from our perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and today we are going to be talking about careers.
What career?
Working. I don't know.
Big
How did we
boy.
pursue our dreams kind of careers?
Mm-hmm.
Big boy,
Yes.
big girl business.
How did we even know what we wanted to do? Does it have to be our everything? Who knows? We'll get answers soon. But for now, yes. If there's anything you guys want to hear our take on, interact with us on our socials or comment under the show's videos on youtube.com/divepods and make sure to subscribe. And also subscribe to the podcast on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. And please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so more people know about this awesome podcast. Only 5-star reviews allowed. All right. Anyways, yes, let's get right into it. Yeah, what did you guys want to be when you grew up? Or while growing up?
I have to thank my mom, really. I wanted to be a choreographer / counselor.
Oh,
Yeah.
choreographer and... Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so like
That's interesting.
choreography would be my second job and a counselor would be my first job. Like that's just how I
Like a day/night, right?
kind of, yeah. I wanted to counsel kids who had drug problems.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow,
okay.
so specific.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you?
Well, I don't remember what I wanted to be when I was like a little lad. Probably because it
little
changed
lad.
like every single day.
Uh-huh.
But my junior high school dream was like to become a Spanish teacher or a math teacher.
No.
I just wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, ¿tú hablas español?
It's tu hablas.
I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Yo también.
You too? You want to be a teacher?
Gracias, y tú? No, I don't want to be a teacher. I had no idea what I wanted to be.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea what I wanted to be.
What did you major in?
I didn't go to college. Yeah.
Did you want to major in anything?
No. I didn't know what I wanted to major in, so I was gonna go in undecided.
What was your favorite subject in high school?
Lunch.
Wow. What was your best subject?
Math.
Oh, okay.
But I hated it. So yeah, I was gonna go in undecided, and then
Mm.
I was gonna like try out a few different classes, and then be like, oh wow, I really like this, you know.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna, but yeah, I didn't know. But then, my friend went to audition. I followed, and then yeah.
Did your friend get picked
No.
up? No, you
That's
got picked
Always
up?
the story.
Yeah,
That's how it
yeah.
always happens. No, but even
Yeah.
like the teacher thing, I only like dreamt of becoming a teacher because I didn't know all the details. And, that's when I was in junior high school. I was like, oh, I think it'd be nice to teach people. And then
Mm.
once I got to high school and then once I like got into college, I was like, I'm not going to become a teacher. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Mm.
Yeah. So it was like, as I got older, I was like, what do I do? Like, what am I going to do with my life? It was like
Oh.
that. Did you guys have any like part-time jobs growing up? Did you guys ever work anywhere?
No, that's actually like I want to try a part-time job out once.
You never had a
I've
part-time
never
job?
done- 'cause-
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my school, it's pretty much like senior priority parking, right? So then like juniors, it's just like whatever's left, you kind of have to like fight for it. So then like I didn't have a car.
I can't relate. Schools with parking spaces, like New York schools,
Yeah.
is tiny.
Oh really?
Yeah. Wow.
But then I was like, because I lived in the suburbs of Chicago,
Mm.
so it's like you need a car to get to work.
Yeah.
So then I was like, so I was supposed to get a car once I became a senior.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, all right, like I'll start a part-time job then. But then I came to Korea after my first semester of junior year, so I never did a part-time job.
Wait, so you came when you were like 18, 19?
17, Korean
17.
age 17.
Dang. so
Korean age 17?
American age 17.
Oh,
American
okay.
age 17.
okay.
Korean
I was
age
about to say.
18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
That was early. Oh, you're
Yeah.
a baby.
Sure. Yeah.
Did you have part-time jobs?
Yeah, I never had a part-time job. I think it was never like a big obligation. I did I got allowance from my parents.
Yeah.
I feel like I was blessed enough to not be able to have to do a part-time job. I started doing a part-time job when I got to Korea. I started teaching
Oh.
English. I I worked for like the what do you call it? Passing
The
out flyers like on the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in any of those costumes?
No,
Like the
I
big-
couldn't do that.
okay.
I couldn't do that. Yeah. I think they they didn't have one for that. Thank God. Like that one looked goofy as hell. I don't want to look goofy. So when I used to pass out flyers, I did it for like a really short amount of time, but there was never a set number of flyers that I had to hand out.
Okay.
It was more just like it was time really. But if you could pass out all the flyers in that time, then that'd be best. But
That's
it was
awesome.
a big box. It was like a big box just full of paper. And we had like 2 weeks to pass it out, right? Man, that I feel like that job was so shitty because when you pass them out, you have to see all the people rejecting you. So that was the first time I was like, people were just like what I was passing out like had germs on it or something. They're just like, ugh.
Right.
Like old people just like, ugh. Just
And
like,
then you
damn,
see
like-
some people like take it and they just crumple it up and throw it away in front of you.
I mean, at least they took it though.
Oh,
like
right.
people,
yeah,
it,
straight
like
up rejecting.
yeah. So
why can't you just like throw it out like a little by little? Like,
I can't like those cost money too. Like to make those
do
flyers.
they watch you?
They don't, but like
Oh.
for me, it was like if I was running a business and like I wanted the flyer passed out and whatnot, I kind of would have been like, I would have stripped a little bit if I knew they were like throwing some away.
But that's because you're a nice person. What if a not nice person did
Like
that?
you?
Like,
That's probably why she brought it up. She probably
Yeah, you brought it up. It
no,
was in
I'm
the
just
back of your head.
asking because I
was
see
in the back of
like
your
in
head.
dramas and movies, they just like throw some out and
yeah,
like that.
yeah. It was the flyers that I had to pass out too. Like it wasn't like little ones where I could just like throw them on the street and whatnot. Like I was just like I don't know. I kind of had a conscience, I guess. I was
Yeah,
passing them out.
Ashley.
So like going through that, every time I see someone passing a flyer out on the street, I don't even know what it is. I always take one.
Mm.
I always
It's because
take
you
one.
know. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
You've been in
there.
their shoes.
Yeah, I'm just like
What
yo.
if it's like a polite rejection? Does it still feel bad? It's like,
Those
"Oh,
are cool.
just-
No.
just
Those
no."
are cool. Those are cool.
Oh, it's like the people that are like literally like, oh.
yeah, like there's a lot of people that are just like
Right,
just
right.
like kind of like not even acknowledge me and like I'll be like, damn, that's kind of cool. So you know what I started doing? There was a couple of days where I would smile at them and like make it clear that it's for them. I'd be like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? And then it would make them smile and they'd take it. I was like, oh, this works. All right. And then like I did that for a couple of days, but that gets tiring too. I was in it was inside of the mall. It was on the street. It was inside of the mall.
Oh.
It was
Wait, what? I don't think I've seen anyone passing flyers inside of malls.
yeah, I've never seen it either. So that was interesting for me too. I was right in front of the escalator. So
What?
they come down. I'd be like, for you, like, good sir. You know what I mean?
Oh. No, I've seen
What?
people like that at the department stores, like giving out like perfume.
It
flyers
was
or
a
something like
department
that.
store.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a department store.
No, but it's not perfume samples. He was doing like flyers.
Yeah, I was doing flyers for
Yeah, I've never seen
For a
that.
brand
for a new restaurant
inside the department
inside
store.
the department
What?
store. So
I've
like
never seen
it's
that.
the floor where the food court is.
Oh,
And like yeah, I was
see.
passing them out, but there was some dicks.
Did that
bro.
pay well?
I think it was like $7-8 an hour.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that doesn't sound bad.
Not
Not
too
bad.
bad. I think I made like. how much did I make?
Because this is like a few years back too, right? It was like
No. This was like 5-6 years.
it's not bad. 7,
Yeah.
8 hours, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty straight. I was pretty straight. I made like I think like almost $500,
Nice,
week?
Nice.
like the whole
Oh,
time.
the day.
for the-
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh,
$500.
okay.
Yeah. So after the flyer passing out experience, I had experiences teaching for like 6 months at private tutoring for English,
Oh, like one-on-one?
2-on-1 or
Oh.
3-on-1.
Okay.
Dang, you need patience with kids, bro. You need patience.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
The thing with teaching and teaching kids is their span of attention is so short.
That's
that
like
you-
mine.
Literally, you give them a second, they look somewhere else, and it's done. It's game over. So you have to keep telling him like to repeat this, ask him questions like literally for an hour and a half straight. So that was like super hard.
That's like me.
Yeah, and it's private tutoring too. So like I'm judged by my higher ups on how well they speak it when I do the test with them.
Oh.
And like they would have test days where they recite stuff and like I would test them in front of their parents and in front of like the what do I say, the CEO.
Mm.
Yeah.
How did you get that job though?
Sammy from the Rose introduced me. He was doing that
Oh,
job
right,
for a
right,
while.
right.
Yeah, he was a good teacher too.
How old were your students?
First grade, elementary, first grade, second grade, and fifth
Oh,
grade.
they must have been so cute.
They were. But
But
they
no-
were just
yeah.
so.
Their attention span.
Their
is
attention
just
span was
all
so
over the
short.
place.
I love those kids though.
Uh.
I built like a relationship with them so quick. They're hella cute.
How old
Oh,
are they now?
If anyone out there is listening and you're trying to teach little kids, talk about, if you want to make them laugh, talk about farting and talk about doo doo. They like that. that'll make them laugh. They'll get close to them real quick.
Okay.
That's cute.
All right. Well, yeah. What about you?
I tutored part-time, and then I also danced at weddings as a part-time job.
At weddings.
Yeah. So like, you know how
Wait,
like,
is this in Korea or in
no,
America?
it's in New York. But you know how Korean weddings, they mostly have guest singers? Like
yeah,
singing?
yeah.
Well, I worked for Chinese weddings, and they had dancers dancing.
Really?
So it was like the three of us, we were a
Wow.
team.
Uh-huh.
And on a busy night, we would have to dance at 5 different weddings in one night. So they had like
Dang.
different wedding venues, like 2 blocks away from each other. So we had to change costumes like twice. So we would
Dang.
first we had to perform 3 times in one night. The beginning, the middle, and at the end. So we would start off at one. We would do the opening dance, run to the next one, and then after the 5th one is over, change, and then do the second dance, and then run in high heels, like in New York City and Chinatown, like run from one weddings venue to another,
Hustling.
and then do the last one. But it was fun because you get to dance, but then and considering that it's only for like 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
You get paid 70 per show. So if we had like 5 shows, then we got paid like 350 in one
Dang,
night.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, it was fun. But then we would have to practice for that also. And then sometimes there would be like rude people that like try to come up on stage and like
Or like
drunk
hagglers.
people.
yeah.
Is that what it's called? Like haggle, right?
I mean, no, hagglers is
What-
when you try to like hack.
What kind of dances were they?
It was K-pop dance.
Oh, you did K-pop
Yeah,
dancing at
we
weddings?
danced to like 4
Interesting.
minute, like Secret, and like all the popular songs at that time.
Is
It was
this
like
in
a
Korea?
medley. No, it was in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, you did K-pop dances in New York
Mhm.
Oh.
At
before
weddings.
K-pop was famous?
Wait, is this like
No, this was
a?
when K-pop was famous.
Oh.
Is it like a
okay.
Chinese like tradition though? Like they get dance.
They have
Right?
like entertainers, like
Right?
different. Yeah, they have like magicians, they have dancers, they have
What?
singers.
Dang, Chinese
is
weddings get
interesting.
lit, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a festival. like,
Dang.
I
legit.
want a
Gotta marry a
magician at
Chinese
my
man?
wedding.
Shoot.
And it's like, now you may present the ring. Oh, where is it? Oh.
Or take it out her ear.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, or it's just like, oh, look on your finger, bam, it's already there. It's like, oh, It's like, like,
Oh, that'd be so
Oh,
crazy.
gosh.
yeah, damn, I want a magician. Oh,
Wait, so how did you guys end up in Korea then?
I already told my whole story on the other podcast or on this podcast actually. So you guys talk.
I said earlier that I got to thank my mom. My mom signed me up for all the auditions.
Oh,
Yeah, she was like, if
Really?
you're gonna dance 8 hours a night, 3 nights a week, you might as well, try to do it like on a bigger scale. And I was like, I'm not trying to do K-pop. I don't know K-pop, never heard no K-pop, not interested. And then she got me on the audition, and it was weird. I just kept going forward, and then one step led to another. I debuted. I couldn't even speak Korean back then, like literally no Korean.
Not even like basic Korean.
Just like 안녕하세요. I say it like 안녕하세요.
Wait, your first audition was the K-pop star one, right?
Yeah,
And then you got scouted from DSP.
yeah.
Ah.
No, I didn't even get scouted. I got introduced. Like someone I was tight with, one of the writers, she introduced me and tried to like hype me up and then get me into DSP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I got lucky.
Well, I always loved K-pop since I was little. Like I
Right,
was
you
a
were doing
huge
K-pop dance covers.
I was
so-
a huge Pinkle fan. I was a huge fangirl of G.O.D. And I just listened to a lot of K-pop. But I just thought being a K-pop star was so unrealistic.
Mhm.
And it was just like a dream that couldn't be like achieved.
Mm.
So I would just go to dance schools. I would like sing for fun, and I really loved performing, but I just never saw myself actually becoming a K-pop star.
Mhm.
So even though I had like chances to audition, I was like, no, it's too unrealistic. Like I can't make it.
Mhm.
And then after I went to college and I was like in my sophomore year, I was taking like acting classes, and one of my friends who took it with me, he knew someone from Cube that was coming to New York for auditions,
Mhm.
and it was like the next day, and he was like, why don't you go? And I was like, no, like I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna make it. And he was like, no, just go and then just try it out. So I just went, and then I like, basically you just like introduce yourself, you sing and dance, and then they said to come to Korea, and then I came.
They saw something in you.
Nice.
I guess.
We're all pretty random, huh? Like we had no intention whatsoever of being
Yeah,
a K-pop star. And
Yeah,
just ended up here.
and it was
Yeah.
scary because I came when it was 2011, so I was 20.
Oh, that's when I came.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
when
You
I
guys came to
to
Korea in 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you came in 2000 what?
10.
Mm,
All pretty similar then, huh?
Yeah.
Just debut dates are all different.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
felt really old because I was like, oh, is it okay for me to like start now? And I was one of the
But
oldest
how
trainees.
old were you
but
when you came then?
I was 20.
20 when you came, so that's not like super old, but you
Yeah.
debuted when you were.
I was 22.
That's still pretty okay.
It's not bad for debuting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
when I
these days it might be like a little older,
Yeah,
but
they're
back
getting-
then, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't. That
no, but
was,
I'm
like-
glad I debuted when I was like older because I got the best of both worlds. I feel like I like
Same.
experienced life
Same.
back in New York, like went to college, and then I came to
Yeah.
Korea. So
See, I didn't even go to college, so my vocab is very limited. College might have not anything to do with it, but
yeah, it,
I might just not have studied English. but yeah.
Pressure is real. I
Uh-huh.
think the pressure is super crazy. When I first came, before I came, everything I told my friends that like I'm about to be a millionaire. I'm about to buy each and every one of you guys Rolexes when I'm back. I'm about to be a world superstar, yada yada yada. But that really isn't reality. You got to split money with
Yeah.
your company. You got to split money with this person, that person, that person. And you don't make money like that. But at the time, I think like Ashley said, I feel like I experienced everything I need to experience to say I had a good teen years and pre-20s, like early 20s. Yeah, my early 20s and my teen years were lit.
I've heard stories. I've heard stories.
I partied pretty hard back in the day, but yeah, after doing that, I feel like it was perfect timing for me to kind of just like establish a mindset where I was really gonna commit to this, and but doing that really does give you a lot of pressure. Did you guys go through quarter life crisis too?
What's that?
Kinda, yeah.
So they say there's like if in a lifetime,
Right.
not, I don't know if it's on average nowadays, but you know how people say you could normally live to 100.
Mm-hmm.
So every 25 years, there's a huge crisis like you have in your life where like anxiety comes, like depression comes because you don't know what you're gonna do with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 they say it comes, and then 50 it says it comes. 25, that hit me so hard. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah. I had some like dark thoughts at 25. Yeah, because I was a trainee. I didn't know when I was gonna debut.
Right.
I told all my friends I'm gonna bring back home $1 million in Rolexes. I told my parents I'm gonna bring back $1 million in Rolexes. I told my little brothers I'm gonna make it. Like I just made promises that meant a lot to me that I felt like I were potentially not gonna be able to keep. So
I mean, you never said when you were gonna bring it back.
true that.
Yeah.
But 25 was when I was worried about was when I was starting to think like, is this not for me? Do I need to go back and study again and start that whole process over?
Right. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Did you go through midlife or not midlife?
Quarter
life crisis.
Yeah, I think so, because that was when everything just happened at once, and I just kind of like wanted to run away and escape from everything.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
But you were really young when you like started the trainee life, and you barely spoke Korean too, right?
Yeah.
And it was like your first time in Korea.
I mean, I came for like vacation twice,
Mm-hmm.
but like coming here like for a long time because I think my vacations were like 2 weeks max, maybe. Like
True.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't really know anything about Korea, but I don't think I had. Did I have a quarter life crisis? I'm not.
Am I in it now?
Yeah, it's like, am I? What? Yeah, because there's like those people like starting middle school. You know, they're like, I know what I want to be when, and like they just pursue that like straight on from like, middle school.
Yeah.
I always used to be like, what? Like, am I slow? Like, I was like, I don't really. So it's like, for people that don't really know what they want to do, I think they should just try out a lot of stuff
Yeah.
and just.
Stop touching your feet.
Hey, maybe I want to pedicures later. You never know. Stop. Yeah.
Oh.
Stop blocking my future career path.
Yeah, I think life has a funny way of putting you in places where you never expected. And I think generally those places are actually better than what you pictured. Yeah, I'm the type of person who like I was always worried about where I was gonna be the next year or like how to take the next step or even like the ending goal. I would always have it in my head, but I wouldn't know like the next steps after that. Yeah, I think from my experience, having that mindset, there are pros where like it'll just make me like super motivated to work. But like on the other side, it'll either make me super motivated or just have me clueless on what I need to do. So I feel like the best thing is like I'm kind of jealous of your situation actually, not knowing what I wanted to do and like ending up here.
I think it's like grass is green on the other side because it's like for me, I'm like, man, if I knew I wanted to be like an entertainer, like I would have started dancing and like singing or like rapping like earlier and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But I do want to say the best thing, the absolute best thing is to make sure you've enjoyed your teens and your early 20s before you think about career stuff. Like when I was in college, when I was like 18 and starting college, I automatically thought about what I'm gonna do as a career choice, what I'm gonna choose as a career choice, and how much money I want to make. Yeah. I feel like now, being how old am I? I'm like 27. I'm turning 28 this year, so in American age, I feel like even starting to think about it at 25, 26 isn't even late either.
Yeah, for sure. Especially these days.
Yeah, like I know a gang of people that are 30 and like now starting to try a different career path. And I think that's cool too.
Yeah, for sure. Never too late.
Yeah, never.
There's never mind. Yeah, we talk too much. What about you, Ashley? Yeah.
I think me too. Like I'm just a person that just goes with the flow. I don't really set goals for myself. I'm like, I have to get this done. I'm just like, I just live, and if something comes up, then new opportunities come up, then I take it. And because that's how like my life just always happened. Like I've never planned like 10-year plan, like or like this year's goals, I'm gonna make this happen. Just like I always just like go with the flow, and whatever opportunities come up, I just like take it. And I think it's because I've never been really like goal oriented or like really ambitious, and that's something that I wanted to change about myself, because I felt like I had no ambition to be successful or rich or, and in the beginning when I debuted, I kind of did. And I was really miserable because I was like, this career, if I don't have this, I'm nothing. Like I have to survive. Like I have to do well as an idol. Like this is everything to me. And I just really tortured myself a lot.
It is torture, self-torture.
Yeah, it is. Torture.
Like yeah, I know what that is. Yeah,
and I kind of made my job my identity. Like without this, I'd be nothing, because I was like, I have so much to lose if I don't make it. And like and then I just bothered myself so much. And then like a few years later, I was like, wait, like this isn't everything. Like, okay, what if I don't make it? Like what if I'm not successful? I'm not gonna like it's not gonna ruin my life. And I just started being a little more like laid back. But then people would look at me and be like, why are you so like, what is that word called? Why are you so
chill?
Uptight?
No,
Relaxed?
why are you so chill? Like you're not in a position to be chill right now. You should be so driven. You should be so ambitious. You should have fire in your eyes. You should just be so greedy. And then I was like, why? But I'm not like I don't care about success. Like, I don't care about money. Like, it'd be nice to have, but it's not like, oh my God, I need to be rich. I need to be successful. But some people look at it like, oh, you're not passionate. Like, you don't really want to do this. But I did want to do it. I had a lot of fun. And of course, I wanted our group to do really well. But at the same time, it wasn't like, I'm going to be better than everyone. Like, I'm going to be number one. And it was always like an internal dilemma. Like, I was just always fighting with myself. I was like, do I need to be more like ambitious? Do I need to be more driven? Or yeah. And I think like I still struggle with that like a little bit. Like a part of me is like, is there a reason why we like, just
What?
I don't know. Never mind.
So you're trying to
So
you're-
frustrating. Is there a reason why we just
No, I don't want to say it.
I feel like it's I feel like you don't have to.
Yeah, no,
feel
but
like-
I've been like this since like before I even remember.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. But like even for like grades, like I was just like I never really like studied hard, and then like I saw like my grades were like really bad at one point, and I saw like my parents were like disappointed. So I was like they never really like punish me or anything or like whatever. But like I saw that they were disappointed, and I was like, all right, okay, I gotta get my grades up. I mean, if I don't debut, I could just try it out at a different company, or I could go back to school or go back to the States and like
Yeah.
try something. And they're like, no, you have to change your mentality.
Yeah.
And I was like,
They call it 절실함, like desperate,
Yeah.
being
Desperation,
desperate.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
desperation. But
So I was that type of guy. I was that training, like
Really?
working hard as and like practicing a gang and really trying to let everyone know I'm really about this life, right? But
I mean,
Um,
you're still super motivated.
I don't give myself I don't give myself like a hard time if I like say for instance this week I wanted to write 5 songs.
Mm.
If I wrote 4, I'm chill.
What
Like,
if you only wrote 1?
Then the next week I'll just be like, all right, I gotta write 5 for sure this week. Like there would always be like if I lacked one time, then the next time I gotta pick it back up.
Right.
And then
right.
like if I picked it up well, give myself a little rest again. And then life is up and downs. You gotta
For
give
sure.
yourself those up and downs. But if you
Yeah, yeah,
constantly just focus on the ups, when you hit the down, the up looks so much further. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like you bring yourself down so much more than you where you actually are. So
Right. And
yeah.
I feel like you need to have the downs, and then the ups look that much better too.
Yeah,
when you get 'em,
yeah.
too.
When you hit it too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So with careers, I mean, there ain't really nothing about like there's nothing crazy about careers. Just
Well, I know. Like we weren't really what's it called? You said you kind of were like, oh, like I want to do this, I want to do it, right? But
yeah,
we were kind of just like go with the flow.
yeah.
Do you have like a your like ideal like retirement though?
I don't think I'm ever gonna stop working.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm like a lot of where I find my self-worth is what I could do for people. And that comes out of my work. So if I stop working, that means I'm stopped doing that means what I'm doing for other people comes to a cease too. So I feel like I'm just gonna be meaningless. I feel like that's just my mindset. Like I need someone to come to me to look for something constantly for me to feel like important. So
Like the Godfather.
yeah, something like that.
You come to me.
Need something, you come to me.
Yes, we're gonna read. Someone needed advice on careers, I think, on their career path, on what to do. So we have a submission from Reddit.
And the title is it time to grow up and let the music dreams go? So I feel like this is one we could probably
Yeah,
relate to in
a little
some
bit at
sense.
least.
Yeah. I'm 25 and I'm about to graduate from university. I have a double business major, accounting and operations and logistics. Not sure what this is called in other parts of the world. It wasn't my choice to pursue a post-secondary education, and my parents are immigrants, meaning that they had to work odd jobs to provide for our family. Their only dream was for me to earn a degree, and I'm excited to show it to them in the next few months. I've always wanted to become a musician. I taught myself the guitar, piano, music theory, and music production, including mastering, mixing, and all that fun stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a lot to teach yourself.
Yeah.
Anything with music, I really loved. I'm a very introverted person, and it is only through music and my lyrics that I was able to really express myself. When I played my first gig, I felt so liberated. People clapping for my music and cheering me on. This was the only time where I felt like I was worth something. So he or she finds a lot of confidence and self-worth in
through
music.
Yeah.
Right. But she says, but now I have a career in line. I've done internships in one of the big 4 accounting companies, but I don't see myself being happy doing that kind of work for the rest of my life. However, I have to face reality. I'm not getting any younger, and life is going to go on whether my dreams come true or not. It's going to go on no matter how I feel. Has anyone been in a situation like this before? Does anyone have advice? I'm looking specifically on how to cope with accepting the reality that I probably won't be a musician. I'm not looking to be a rock star or anything like that. I just want to make a comfortable living making music.
All right.
Honestly, it's hard to make a comfortable living with music.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know how it.
Like,
we
I
don't know
didn't-
where they're from, right?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
Because I didn't make any money for 7 years.
Mm.
So.
Would you rather have had 7 years spent at a big 4 company where you can make a lot of money?
No.
Where you're like
I
miserable.
feel like the experience, like, balanced it out.
Balance it
It
out,
weighs
okay.
more than the money. But
Mm.
it's like, but then I didn't really need money because the company provided housing and like food and everything. So this is like more realistic because she has to think about like her future and her
True.
life. And
I don't think they need to give it up. I think they could work and then just they don't necessarily need to be on stage, right? They could just keep producing beats or whatever in their free time, top lining and stuff.
You know?
And they can still sell that. And then, like if someone buys their music, go to like a venue that they're performing at, and then you can still see people like clap and having a good time to their music. Do like your 9-to-5 job, right, at the big 4 accounting company, and then like go to like on weekends, go do like club gigs or something.
Right.
You can still live in that like music. I don't think he has to
Yeah.
like give it up 100%.
I agree. I feel like if you could do both, do both. But if it's one or the other, I say go with the music, bro. Because you've already experienced the intern part. So I mean, like, if you're not happy doing the internship and like that you kind of already picture yourself like not doing what you want to do and like giving up what you really want to do, I don't think you're gonna be happy. I think you should stick with the music because I have this thing where it's like if you're there already and you have nothing more to look forward to, like
Why pursue it?
I think. I mean, I'm not saying working at a big 4 accounting company you have no more goals after that. You could always look to get promotion, make more money and stuff like that. But the feeling that comes from creativity is like completely different. Like I have a couple older like friends of mine who they gave up the big companies to do music and they're not regretting it at all. Yeah. So I would say stick with the music.
I mean, I don't know how like jobs work, but is there like a contract for jobs too?
yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I never did a part-time job or anything.
Yeah, I don't want
But,
this person to give up.
like how long are the contracts usually for jobs? Like because right now I feel like he doesn't have like a stable income through music, at least, right? So then I think maybe like for like the first however long the contract for the job is, just do that and then just keep producing music when he has time. Do weekend gigs, and then it's like once he can start making a comfortable living off of music, then I think he could choose. It's like, all right, which one do I really want to do? It's like comfortable living with music, or do I want like really comfortable music or really comfortable living, but with like a miserable job? It's like, it's like I think it's too risky right now to just be like, all right, I'm just not gonna work here at all, and then just go fully for music, because I do think he should have some sort of way to be able to support himself. But
Yes, it's
this is just me, yeah. But I mean, he has choices.
Yeah, I think Peniel's like the more realistic side, and you're more like the dreamer side. And yeah, I agree with both, and like I just want to be like in the middle, but I know it's hard because you have to choose one or the other. And because this person feels so happy doing music, I want to tell that person to not give up, because if you feel that much happiness and you've already tasted that, you're not going to feel that anywhere. And when you're working another job, you're always going to think about like being on stage or doing music,
Right.
and then that's going to like follow you for the rest of your life. So I think if I were this person, I would pursue music.
Yeah.
And it might sound like I'm just saying it so easily because it's not my problem, but I know like the amount of joy that you can feel from doing your job. So from doing something that makes you really
for sure.
happy, and that can give you like the energy to do other things on top of that. So yeah, I just want to.
So if possible, I think he should try like both, like balancing both out. But if it's like one or the other, I think he should go for music.
Yeah.
If it's like you can only pick one or the other.
You're choosing between comfort and happiness.
Yeah.
And I think life,
You should be happy.
you should be happier for the most part.
And then who knows? Like
Maybe.
today, it might go viral on like on TikTok
Yeah,
or
it's a gang of
YouTube, and then
platforms.
he might get signed by a
Or
company. Who
You
knows?
never know. He could start doing music and then he could find like a sugar mama. And then it'll be comfortable living and he could do what he wants.
There are a lot of cases like that. There really is.
You never
Really?
There's a gang of sugar mamas out there.
know. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know?
How do I know?
No, but yeah, make covers on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah, like he could do that stuff too.
Yeah.
World of the internet.
2020, there's enough technology to be able to self-promote.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty-
Market
Yeah.
yourself
well,
like
yeah.
crazy, yeah. All right. Well, any last words, guys?
I got a couple. One, don't be afraid to take risks.
Yes.
You'll be surprised where those will take you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. The thing I was gonna say earlier. I read this. It's at my massage. It's like at the place that I get a massage at.
Mhm.
It's on the wall next to the urinal. But it said, it's like, oh man, it's what do you? Hold on. I forgot it. It's like, it's like you're not you don't take like risks when you're young. It's like you're young while you're still taking risks or something like that. So I was like, it's like take risks
True.
and then you'll feel young, I guess. I actually don't know what that saying says, but I just felt like it fit the situation.
Yeah.
Interpret it your own way.
Do what makes you happy and do what you enjoy. Basic, but it's true.
7 years without pay. Still saying that. Still saying
And
that.
she happy as hell.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to Get Real. All right, if you guys want to stay updated, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Dive Studios, and you can find the full episodes on youtube.com/divepod. Once again, subscribe to and review this podcast, 5 stars only. And yes, thank you everyone for listening. Goodbye.
Peace.
Hey, did you like this video? If so, click the subscribe button.
And make sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video.
And listen to the entire audio episode on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.